What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Steve from Printer Gang Investments, man. Back with another video. And in today's video, that market going crazy, man. That market going crazy. As the time of this recording, we up 6,500 year to date. We done took out like 3,200. We up 44%, versus the Dow Jones. Probably up more than that overall. I don't know why they only do it versus the Dow Jones, the SPY. I'm probably up more than that, but regardless. Yeah, 46 versus the SPY. So we up that year to date all time. We are up 19,000. We up more money than is in the account, man. I gotta stress that we up more money than is in this account. But we're gonna go over some positions. We're gonna talk about what's going on with Trump, with the trade deals, with the tariffs. So as of the time of this recording, we up like $1,100, $1,200. Accounts at like 17,800. We reaching deals with China. Trump cleared the way for Nvidia to be able to sell some chips overseas. All the AI people, like all the big dogs in AI, are out there in Saudi Arabia with China right now. Alex Karp out there holding it down. But meanwhile, over here in the market is going crazy right now. So I'm gonna show y'all a few positions, man. Show y'all what's going on. First, with the Palantir position, we still trying to bounce back on the calls from earnings because when you miss on earnings, what we lose is what's called implied volatility. So Palantir, the stock, has returned to all-time highs, and the call I bought on the dip is green, but a lot of calls we had before earnings, they're still trying to recover. So we're gonna let that play out. We're gonna let those go up. Palantir dip, we might end up buying some more calls, but we got a big Palantir position right now, so we just letting that ride for now. Now Tesla's been doing this thing, man. I'm in a very strange position with Tesla. As y'all can see, I got this call I'm up 7.8% on. I was actually up 100-some% on the same call yesterday. Now, if you watch this channel, I normally take the calls and roll them, but they actually didn't have no strike I could roll to. So I was up like 116% yesterday on this call. I think I sold it for 300, and when I went to roll, I realized there were no others. So I bought the same call again for 280, made like 20 bucks. And we're gonna see can Tesla keep riding. We up to 4 shares of Tesla. Finally went green from all that dip buying we did on Tesla. Y'all know we was buying dips. We was buying dip in the heart of this crash on Tesla. Our SPY position is about to go green. So we had 1,100 worth of SPY, 1,300 worth of Tesla. Vistra Energy still down. Walmart, went green on us. Let's see what else we got. Oklo finally went green. I'm proud of Oklo. Man. Nvidia's doing their thing. Like I say, Trump said some things that's bullish for Nvidia. It might not be as bad. They might be able to sell some chips overseas. So they're back at 130. Nvidia puts 99% down. I love it. MicroStrategy, man, for all the people who was hating on MicroStrategy, they've recovered even. They actually are saying MicroStrategy's outperforming the entire S&P. I mean, not the entire S&P, I'm tripping. MicroStrategy's outperforming the Mag 7 right now, and by extension the S&P. But Meta's back up. JP Morgan, I'm up 15% on my dip buy on that. IBM's back green. IBIT, we've been had IBIT. Robinhood, the shares we up on, and we're up 72% on Robinhood, the call, man. So as far as my riskier plays, not riskier plays, but it was Robinhood and HIMS, man. I should have held both. I held down the Robinhood. We being rewarded off the Robinhood. But to anyone who in HIMS, whether you heard about it from me, whether you heard about it from somebody else, wherever you heard about HIMS from, I salute you, and you getting money. Actually, this t-shirt's paid for by the last HIMS run when they went up to $70. You know what I'm saying? If anyone's watching my channel at this time, y'all notice my whole wardrobe changed after HIMS went up to $70 the first time. But Goldman Sachs, that was one of my best dip buys, man. I wish I could have put way more money. I only had a 5. Went up 30%. I think we actually bought that on the day of the low. So we did our thing with that Goldman Sachs dip buy. Grab, not moving. Market ain't showing them no love. But that's why I got 2027, because I'm not finna play them games with Grab. And it's taking on that time. Still down on Google, still down on Amazon, but they are recovering nicely. Google's up to 161, Amazon's up to 213. Advanced Auto Part, this was not the year to turn around so far, man. So, now I see Nike's trying to finally turn around. You remember we was in Nike earlier, we got out of it, then it crashed, but they trying to get trade deals. So, I might revisit it, but I don't know yet. But anyway, as time is recording, market's doing pretty good. Let's look at some stocks. Let's look at some charts. Let's talk about what could potentially happen next. So, all right. We got the QQQ up 1.4%, which sucks because I was trading earlier and I should not have stopped apparently if they're doing all that. As y'all can see, and if y'all want to see some day trading, I will show y'all that because I trade futures too. So I actually was day trading earlier. As y'all can see, I got in here, got out here, got in here, got out here. I should have just got in here and held it all day. I played myself. But anyway, Palantir's up 5.4% right now. Nvidia's up 6%. Tesla's up 1%. SoundHound's up 3%. Let's see. Apple's up 0.3%. Archer's up 22%. So if you remember correctly, when we first went into the dip, I got out my smaller cap companies. But a lot of you guys were still doubling down on them. And even though I went like, Palantir, Tesla, Nvidia went a little bigger, I did say that anyone who was willing to take that risk, it's going to be a big risk, because in these type of markets, the companies that may be a little more risky, less than profitable, they're going to get hit up harder. But when we rebound, they're being rewarded the hardest. That's why we're seeing things like Archer up all these percent. SoundHound was up crazy every day. Even Hims to a lesser extent, because they're a much better company as far as the numbers. But it's like when the market goes risk on, the riskiest companies you get rewarded the most for. So yeah, we got ARM up, Chemical, just the market is up today. Let's see what else we got. Hims up 7% today. Like, they might go on squeeze. If they pull back, I might get them again. But I rolled in 70 the first time. I should have rolled the second time, but I'm saluting everybody. Robinhood up 6%. Quantum, man. People are saying if you're gonna try Quantum, try IonQ. I'm not really there as far as Quantum as an investment yet. It was more so a trade for me, but I keep watching it. And if I decide to start a position, like a longer term investment position, I'll definitely let y'all know. I'm looking at Nebus as well. That looked like it might start riding again. It looks like it's a good thing we got out of MongoDB to buy Palantir, because they ain't recovered like they need to yet. Qubit, D-Wave. I think D-Wave had bad earnings, so they got hit up. So that might be the reason you might be seeing they stock get a little hit. We got Truist. Webull, I've been watching Webull. Oklo's up 8.8% today, so oh, that's cool. Let's look at a few of these charts. We gotta start with Palantir. So on Palantir, that's the 2-minute, that's the day trading time frame. Let's get on this daily. So as of right now, we are trying to triple top. So we already had a double top at this 125 area. I would hate to see us reject it again, but if you know anything about day trading, it's only so many times they're gonna test that same level before they break through it. So if we have another green day in the market, more bullishness, we could probably go and break through that high, and sky's the limit from there. So that's where I'm at with that. If we pull back, your first fair value gap would be probably this 113 area, 115 to 112 area. After that, you got 108, but I don't like 108. I would do probably this 106 joint. And if things get real, anything in that 100 range would be sweet. Or Palantir. Let's look at Nvidia, because they finally broke out. Thank God. Look at what happened with Nvidia. So we have broken the 200. Got us a little fair value gap. And we got us another green candle. If we close like this today, that'll be another fair value gap. So, that's looking good. That's looking good. Now, I think we're really just waiting on J Powell to cut. They're starting to call my boy J Powell Mr. Too Late. I say don't do J Powell like that, because believe it or not, it's a reason. The reason I call my thing Printer Gang is actually because when we hopped down during the pandemic, J Powell is the one who cut the money printer on. And I always joke and I always say the original Printer Gang was J Powell, Donald Trump, and Dr. Fauci. And I retarded ass. You feel me? So that's where I got the name from. Yeah, Nvidia's looking bullish. And let's look at this Tesla, man, because Tesla's going, man. Like, I'm talking about, like, I mean, the earnings wasn't good or nothing. We get retarded over here. We buy stocks that's less than profitable, for trades. But, when my investment get to ride and they missed earnings, I mean, I'm thankful for it. You know what I'm saying? So they better drop these self-driving cars. That's all I know, because they're going to have to justify this. But Tesla bounce. We're coming into equilibrium. We're coming into some bearish fair value gaps. So we're going to see how strong this holds. We got to see how strong it holds. If they could break this, that'd be cool. But then they still got to fight equilibrium and multiple fair value gaps. So this is the moment of truth for Tesla. I actually wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla fall here. But we got fair value gaps to the downside as well. So I can see us maybe stumbling back to 300. Maybe even a little lower, because Tesla get volatile. But then it looks like it would kind of bounce, because we got a lot of support. So, that was this video. And last, I'm going to do a little talk. This is what investing is all about. When they was trying to shake us out, when everybody was scared, in the heart of the dip, the heart of the crash, whatever you want to call it, this is what it's all about, people. It's about not getting scared. It's about buying the dip. It's about knowing what you invest in, so when times like this come, you could benefit. There's a lot of people on the sidelines. A lot of people ran to gold. A lot of people ran to dividends. A lot of people ran to index funds just to take risk off the table. And if you were already in those type of things before this happened, I'm not knocking that. But to run from the growth to things that ain't gonna grow, that's gonna leave you messed up. Because, like, for example, let's say with like a Palantir or an Nvidia, you got scared when it was at 86, or when Palantir was at 70, and you sold and you bought Pepsi, for example. Let's see what they're doing today. They down 0.5% today, man. Come on. And since the start of the year, they're actually down, it looks like. Down 9%. So it's like we was running to safety, and yeah, it ain't been hit up that much, but by the time, in a time since you would have bought something like this, the stocks recovered and you would have made all your gains back. Now, how long is it going to take for Pepsi to do 100%, 50%? That's my point. So you can't freak out during these dips. You got to know what you buy, know what you're investing in, be willing to double down, man. And it's your boy Steve from Printing Gang Investments. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I'm out.